You have a very nice personality, you know.
You know, I was gonna tell you this the other day. You know one thing I really respect about you? You are not afraid to give a compliment.
Mm.
Like I've noticed you give a lot of and like I was trying to take heed of it for me personally because like I think a lot of the stuff that you say, but like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what I think of you if I don't vocalize it. So yeah, I want to commend you on the fact that like I really I look up to the fact that uh, yeah, man, it's just you bring a lot of really good energy into this world. There's a big difference between making 50K a year, 100K a year compared to a million a year. A million a year, you need to be an entrepreneur, right? You need to be a business owner. But I'm talking in the realm of business. Whereas to make 50K a year, you can be a contractor that's very good at something, you know, and you work with 3, 4 clients and help them fine tune things. You can be a thumbnail expert. You can be a remote lawyer that just helps people with their contracts rather than them having to go to law firms and pay 5 times the fee just because you're working with a law firm.
I can go out with my female friends that are super attractive. A couple guys I'm networking with, they're my fucking soldiers. They pick up other girls, and you fucking idiots are the guys who think it's smart to go to the club, who think it's smart to go to live, and split a table, 5 guys, 5 dudes, do some champagne showers thinking you're gonna get fucking girl. Like,
it's disgusting.
Look, it's just a different level, and it's that I've always seen it at like the lowest level.
He's right. He's right.
I will 100% not be rich. I'll be extremely wealthy. And I'm exactly where I knew I'd be. I'm just 10 years ahead of schedule.
What did you do to start getting some money coming in?
I had a couple businesses between 14, 16, learning skills myself and then, you know, selling those on. And then eventually I landed on having a marketing agency when I was 16. Sort of like 18 months into having that particular business. And that's when things took off. That's when we started hitting 80K, 100K months profit. That was sort of like that takeoff year.
Side hustles you can start today with just a laptop. Discord moderation. There are so many communities via Discord. And by the way, that could be Discord moderation. That could be Facebook group moderation. Basically just being a moderator for communities. There are lots of communities that have 1,000 people in there, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, 50,000, you know, whatever the number is. And obviously once you get to that size, you need a good team of moderators to actually moderate it. And if you get good enough, then you can actually become a moderation agency. You can have people who work for you, and then basically you offer moderation services. So rather than a person having to find 5 different mods, you just sell your services as a moderation agency, and you can tell clients that, hey, between our team, you have 24-hour visibility. There's people on my team moderating from different time zones, 24 hours of the day. I never look at the camera unless I'm taking an ugly selfie. I never look at the camera in any of my photos because the other thing about my Instagram is I don't pose in anything. Like my entire Instagram is just my friends. When I'm on trips or holidays or I'm hanging out with friends, they take photos of me. I don't even know they're taking photos of me. But bear in mind, it's still on purpose. I've trained all my friends because I do it, right? I do it with all my friends. And then at the end of the trip, you know, we'll do a photo. I spend 4 months a year in Cape Town. My house is 12,000 square feet. I have a steam room, sauna. I have a full home CrossFit gym. I have 2 security guards on rotation. I have a full-time chef who cooks me 3 meals a day. I have tried my best in Cape Town to spend more than $30,000 a month. I can't. I go to every single restaurant. I try to look for the most expensive bottle of wine. I've never been able to find anything more than $100. Right?
Really?
Cape Town is so cheap, man. It's insane. Ever let someone tell you in your 20s that it's smarter to excessively save and penny pinch compared to spending a lot of that money on traveling? I'm not saying be irresponsible and, you know, blow 80% of your income on traveling. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to do it within reason. No matter what situation you are in life, you should always be saving at least 30%, you know, saving/investing 30% of everything you make at a minimum. When it comes to saving and investing, I actually save 70 to 80% of everything that I make. You've been taught your entire life, money is this very scarce item, so you have to be very careful around it and all this stuff, when unequivocally that's not true. All you need to do is look at the money printing they've been doing the past couple of years. And by the way, past few years have been exaggerated. It's still been going on for 100 years now. You know, I say this all the time, but look at the inception of the Federal Reserve. You know, understand where does money come from. That $100 bill that you're holding, who created that? Was it the government? Because it wasn't the government, but look into it. You need to get rich, and you need to get rich quick. Right now, we're facing rampant inflation. How much it costs to fill up a tank of petrol? How much it costs to buy the item of clothing that you wanted to buy a year ago? How much it costs for your groceries? Really just the cost of living. Here's what's happening. 2 years ago, wealthy people started buying up lots and lots and lots of assets. Assets like houses, stocks, cryptocurrencies. And the wealthy people sold at the top, and asset prices are coming down. In the next 12 to 18 months, we are going to see buying opportunities in assets that will literally lead you to generational wealth. If you are watching this and you are a 27-year-old, 29-year-old, but I mean, hell, if you're a 22-year-old, you know, such as me, or if you're a 19-year-old or 16-year-old, I mean, it's basically hard-coded that in the next 5 years, you are going to be a millionaire. If you are watching content like this on YouTube and you actually absorb and actually use it, it's basically hardwired. I mean, something, maybe it doesn't take 5 years, maybe it takes 7 years, but time is by far the biggest asset. And if you are in your teens or pretty much any of your 20s, you have such a massive advantage.
You're more talented than me. I will outwork you.
Investments never made anyone rich. Investments don't make poor people rich. Investments make rich people wealthy. Don't think that you're just going to invest, throw $1,000 into a coin and then it's going to be worth $7 million. Let's say it does become $7 million. You know, let's say that you practically win the lottery in that situation. Okay, cool. You got $7 million. You have absolutely no skill set. You have absolutely no knowledge. You have no assets. You have nothing that's going to carry through for the rest of your life. So what? You're going to live off that $7 million for the next 30 years? Okay.